Hi, it's Coach Doccindy, and I wanted to give you an insight to my miracle morning and my reality for doing it. I've read a lot of self-development. I read a lot. I read a lot anyway because I'm a college professor. And I do read the personal development, and I read many things. And some of it wasn't jiving with me, or I would read it and it wouldn't make sense. So, or I wouldn't apply it. That's the cat walking around, so she's trying to say hi. So, one of the things that I did was I had gone through an interview process for a full-time position at a university. And I went in and I knocked it out of the park and I did really well. As a matter of fact, I had people telling me it was a shoo-in and that it was mine and there was no reason that it wouldn't be mine. And I got excited and was waiting, and then I didn't get it. And I didn't understand. And so I was really down because it took about 3 weeks before I heard that I did not get the job. And then I realized that later that even though I was excited about it, I didn't really believe that it was mine. So this was the end of August last year. So September 1st, I said, you know what? This is my birth month. I'm going to make this miracle morning work, and I am going to dig in, and I am going to do this daily, and I am going to change my outlook. So I got into doing it. I have trouble getting up in the morning, and that's the honest truth. But I set my alarm, and I fought with it a couple times. But I got up. I started doing my affirmations. I did my silence, and I did prayers when I did my silence. I did my affirmations. I did strong affirmations that I really believed in, and I hand wrote them. I did a gratitude journal where I started giving everything that I was thankful for each day. I made sure that I was reading and I read about gratitude and grace and understanding what was around us, and things started to make sense with that book, and my life was starting to come together as I was going into this process, because every day I would also get some exercise in to start, and I would either jump start it with some cardio, or I moved into doing, instead of the cardio and jolting my muscles and really jamming everything up very quickly in cardio, I decided to do some mindfulness and do some yoga. So I started this 3-week yoga retreat, and I had an amazing time doing that. It was a great way to stretch and to wake my body up and to lengthen my muscles and to increase my flexibility. And then I would work out later in the day when I had a chance. So by doing this, I kept giving myself the affirmations that I believed in myself, that I believed that a job was coming for me. And while I was doing this, I actually got notified by that same university that a position had opened up and that they wanted me to reapply for it. And so not only did I get a call from the chair of the department asking me to do this, I was fast-tracked through with everything that I had done before, and then I was offered that position. And I really, truly feel that that was because I set myself up through visualization, through these affirmations, through this grace, that there was no coincidence happening, that I had willed this and brought this to myself. And on top of that, there were some other things that I had some a writing assignment that I was doing that I just was not feeling right about, and I was working very hard on a project, and they just kept trying to tell me that they needed it to be a different way. And through doing this, I was actually able to, for the first time, say, no, I'm going to keep my work, and I'm going to make my work the way that I want to make it, instead of having you have me conform it to the way that you want it to be made. So I felt empowered by making that decision to pull work that I had done from a chapter in a book, and to take it and to be breaking it into journal articles right now. But I would never have had the strength to do that. I would never have felt strong enough or empowered enough to say, no, this is mine, because it takes strength to say no. And I have had some really great results with doing the 3-week yoga retreat. And I really do, I can't say enough about it, but I really do feel different from doing it. And it's just, I think one of the things that made my day even better was to have this stretching and just alone mindfulness time each morning. And it was quiet. I mean, the cat was up. Sometimes the cat would join me and she'd get in my way. And mostly I would try to run and feed her before I started anything, so then she didn't bother me. But otherwise, the house was empty and I had my time, and I saw myself change through doing the miracle morning process. And I continue to do a version of that. So I can only see good things coming. But my biggest suggestion is for you to try it and to let it happen. And that way you'll know if something good is coming. You know, if you don't try, then nothing's going to happen. There will be no change unless you change. So take the time to do a 30-day group with this, and reach out to me, and I'll even get a group going. Thanks for joining me on this Miracle Morning series. I have other things that came in, and I'll share that with the group. But I really believe in this, and I hope you do too.